The AMA between Binance and Terra Classic is about to begin. Big announcements may be in the horizon, perhaps even a development on the proposed 1.2% ban. Today, we'll also be walking you through the entire process. The latest information awaits us, so let's not waste any time. Here, you can see that the Lunar Classic community is not giving up on receiving full support from Binance, and that the Classic team is preparing to organize an Ask Me Anything AMA with the exchange's representatives. We learned a few days ago that the Terra Rebels Discord is hosting a massive AMA soon, and now the time has come. 2 days after the 1.2% ban goes into effect on-chain, on September 22nd, an AMA will be placed with Binance, edX, Vegas, and other members of the Terra Rebels. Also, fear will be on the table at Luna Classic. Evidently, some Binance employees, several Las Vegans, and a few others will be attending. They'll be hosting it on YouTube at a station called Interchange FM, September 22nd, 2017 at 11 a.m. EST, as you can see. What, then, might they be talking about now that we know it will be a few days after the 1.2% ban idea has been implemented? And as the AMA own title makes clear, this particular session won't be devoted to IBC at all. The community is keen in learning more about the 1.2% tax rate suggestion on Classic trading, as evidenced by the responses under Luna Classic Burn's tweets. Thus, we will have the chance to test their knowledge of this topic as a group. Please accept our explanations. For now, we know that the 1.2% burn will be applied to both deposits and withdrawals on Binance. Any transactions involving a deposit or withdrawal are subject to a 1.2% tax, which is deducted from the central wallet and transferred to the destroyed one. For Luna Classic and USD Classic, we know that this 1.2% will not be applied to spot and margin trading, which is where the bulk of trading activity takes place. Binance is still in communication with the Terra Rebels, as far as we know. In a video we released not so long ago, we mentioned that Vegas Morph was still in touch with Binance and several of the team members to see if they could execute the whole 1.2% idea on the exchange. Again, we are aware that Binance has some reservations about this, both in terms of the potential impact on their user base and the practical difficulties of implementing it. Perhaps they want to see more community discussion and gauge the emotion before acting, or they want to wait till it is put on-chain first. At this time, we have no idea. However, the Terra Rebels and the man behind the 1.2% suggestion, Vegas Morph, together with some other very bright members of the community, are on their way to help usher in even more AMS. That gives me optimism that we will eventually hear an update on the burn and make some headway toward its full implementation. Right now, with the volume at just over $1 billion, we know what it would mean. Binance would control between 35 and 45% of daily transaction volumes, or essentially trillions of dollars worth of Terra in a typical cryptocurrency. So we know that if burns are applied to that, just on Binance alone, they will be burning anywhere from the 15 to 25, 30 billion tokens a day, which would be upwards of approximately around about $750 billion, maybe even $1 trillion tokens a month if the volume got high enough. And this is a significant reason why there was such a huge sell-off of Lunar Classics. Many people believe the falsehood that the 1.2% burn measure will soon be applied to all transactions on the network. But off-chain, that's where the majority of Lunar Classic file trades occur. For this reason, the initial drop may be directly attributed to Binance's announcement that it would be focusing exclusively on deposit and withdrawal services. What we need in terms of price catalysts for Luna Classic, we are obviously massively consolidating right now. So some good words from Binance and that AMA on September 22nd would certainly be a catalyst for a big rebound of the price. Large whales have been sold off, causing prices to drop. Actually, the mascot was arrested. The previous several days have been really eventful. At the moment, backing for Terra Classic is roughly where it was before, in the 2.5 range. This 3.1 zone appears to be the new point of resistance. Even though we are now down by more than 60% from the all-time highs, I believe the pace of market selling has moderated somewhat. The burn date I said in the video, when we finally get it deployed on-chain, is in little over 5 days, and I believe people are really looking forward to that. If the burn figures come back good and more exchanges come forward, I believe that the confidence of the sentiment could trigger the reversal that we are looking for in the short term, at least for Terra Luna Classic. In any case, let me know in the feedback section what you think.